Wayne had some visions by God, and over the process, it comes more and more in reality. So is there, next to the building, is there something else where God put something in your heart, and you can see over the generations that it becomes more and more fulfilled, and something that you also have on your heart? I mean, it is obviously that when a new leader comes, something changes.
Yes.
And sometimes we think more about the changes, but is there maybe another thing that really kept, or that God is doing over the years more and more, that started with you and it's worked and lived in you?
Well, maybe there is a spiritual aspect which I think is important, and one of the things that I feel is an important value is the value of honor. And right back then, for me, it was important that we honored our past, and so we were very much concerned with making sure that we honored the church that we came from. The really great thing, and the spiritual principle, and what has happened over the last couple of years, is that what happened was that Ryan then started saying, you know what, there's a history to this church, we need to find out what it was, connect up, and in them saying, you know what, we want to honor that which has gone before, which is in effect why they invited us to make more contact, to be there, to minister.
That's
so
right.
As that has happened, obviously it then means that they didn't give anything away, but actually he also received honor from us too. So then that means, and that's the reason why he's here, because we said, you know, we're going to do this conference, and it would be a great dynamic to have the person who started the church and the person who's now the current leader in the same room and ministering from the same platform. And so he opened that up, and then the door opens for him here too. So I think you know, that's what honor does. And so often we want to hold things back and be miserly, even with
good.
You know, with blessing and be with the honor that we give to others. And as soon as we do that, it comes back to us. Yeah. So that was something that I really wanted to be in the roots of the church and in the foundation of the church. And of course, you know, that, I mean, for those that are watching might know that in the next 2 years I'm going to hand over to you, and that's actually a principle that we want to hold together and just live that out so that people can see what a blessing that really is.
Yes.
It's excellent. Like the Bible speaks about, you know, reaping where someone else has sowed. And learning how to go, this is not because of me and something amazing we've done, but so much is standing on the shoulders of others. So much of it is saying who's gone before, who's done the hard work of sowing, you know, even in tears sometimes, I'm sure. But reaping with joy for eternity, you know, as you realize that this kingdom just goes on forever. And so, that has been amazing.
Another interesting thing was that when we came here, we just managed to buy the building, and it was shortly afterwards that we then came here to Dresden. And you can imagine that we fought for it, we put everything into it, we managed to buy it, and then within a year we're gone. And we sat here then in school halls, renting places and doing a thing, you know. We fought for that, and now those guys are enjoying that venue, and like we are moving from venue to venue here, you know, it's not really fair. But what I realized was that we gave them an inheritance, and in the fact that we were able to take over the church here when we came here, and that God made that possible, where we had that small group of people, but it was a group of people that was with good people in it, that we inherited from someone else. We were able to really say, you know, this group of people, we couldn't have pulled this group together in our own strength just as one family. So we inherited this. So we gave the building and everything to someone else, but we've inherited a church from someone else, and that actually gave us a great platform for all that has happened in the last 20 years here.
Brilliant. I think it's just so encouraging to know that the seeds we plant, God is going to make it grow. You know, some plant, some water, but the Lord makes it grow. And you realize there was a DNA, a seed and a DNA that was put into the ground all those years ago. And God's watched over that thing, and He's raised it up, and even the dreams that Wayne had, and Renee, and the prophetic words they had, so many of them are really coming into fruition now. So many, like the things we've spoken about, but it's happening, you know, because God makes it grow, and He watches over it.
That's great.
I was going to say, one of the things that we really were believing God for was also that a little will become 1,000, and we felt that God is. We felt for a season that, okay, pertaining to us here, which God has fulfilled here. But I really believe that for Ryan and for the church there, I still believe that, especially with him as a leader,
thank you,
there,
Lord.
I really
Receive
believe
it.
that the church is going to become that in its future.
Yes.
And that will be such a joy for me if I see that come to pass.
Yeah,
Amen.
cool. Wow, it's encouraging.
It is.
Encouraging.
It is.
Yeah, and what we see is, so the one side God uses people, uses leaders, yeah, and the other side He's doing it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
He's doing it with the fourth, fifth, sixth, whatever
Yes.
generation.
Yes.
He's doing it, but He
Yes.
uses people. And
Yeah.
so thank you for the insights and encouragement,
wonderful.
and to see
Wonderful.
that God is a God of generations,
Yeah, He
and
is.
He goes on.
Amen.
And that's what we wish
Yes.
for every church
Yes.
being part with us,
Yeah.
that you keep on.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Amen.
thank you.
Come
Thank
on.
you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.